Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first Eclipse live stream here on my YouTube channel. My name is Aiden, and I will bring you full coverage of the annular solar eclipse today, visible in the entire United States. Only part of the United States can see the full annular eclipse, and the rest has around 50, 25, 10%. Anyway, welcome everyone. Today I'm here with George, which is
Hello.
and Loey. I'm
Hello.
also here with Loey on the live stream, I guess, for the
Hello,
annular
Kevin
solar
Jones
eclipse.
Rock
Kate
here.
Namath, if I say it wrong, I'm sorry. Welcome to the stream.
But what stream? Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm streaming
Stream
annular
at
solar eclipse today.
PG. Let's keep this PG, guys.
Cause why not? Also the
Keep
28th
it
for
PG.
the partial.
Let's just keep
lunar
this actually
eclipse.
PG.
I hear sound. Why do I hear
Ow.
sound? Who's playing something?
Not me.
I'm playing
Let me check
something.
the real feed. It's called the real feed. Oh! Oh! They are live early. Let me mute the music, because if I get copyrighted...
We don't
Ooh.
want copyright.
No, I don't want
Yes.
copyright.
Get
Neither do
copyright.
I.
No! What you see on the right is the live feed zoomed in on the sun. And the left feed is the animation, which I will change real quick, because
The animation.
the animation. Yes, the animation. Let me change the animation for you.
The animation.
Ah, shut up, mate.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
The animation. Animation. Wait, it's the thing in Roblox.
No, in real life.
Oh, okay.
But it's only visible in part of the United States. This.
Aiden, you're in the United States, right?
No, I'm in the Netherlands.
Oh, how do you see it then?
No,
He has some friends which are in USA.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
people
fine.
in Utah, in the USA, that are showing the
No,
live
I'm in
feed, which is on the
Utah.
right of your
Wait.
screen on the live stream.
George, you wanna play Iron with me or something?
So,
It's not.
to the right is my tracking, is the tracking camera of my friends that are now in Utah in the United States, covering this amazing annular solar eclipse. So, let me change the animation real quick.
The animation.
The animation,
And the
yes.
basketball.
There you go. There we go.
The
We have it now.
animation.
Animation.
Ah.
We have the animation.
Ni hao.
What?
How
Come on.
much love?
No, that's not tolerated. Is it?
That unacceptable behavior.
Unacceptable behavior. Yes.
Behavior.
Behavior. Yes. Or behavior.
Later.
Behave Nick.
No.
Yes.
Wee wee.
I forgot to add the countdown.
On Congressman.
Why is
Wait,
the countdown
10
not here?
10
What
people.
happened to the countdown?
Didn't
No! My countdown.
go.
There you go. It's the countdown. Stop singing.
You didn't have to call me up.
But you didn't have to cut me off. I wouldn't even need your love.
Don't worry, guys. I turned off atmosphere.
But you didn't have to cut me off.
Left on your screen is the stellarium animation of the solar annular solar eclipse. On the right is the live feed from my friends in Utah.
Okay, Louie, we can play Ion.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, then get me back here. Okay, join the track. What track do you want to drive?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Well, let me see
I
real quick. Hold up. Let me look at something.
I think they are new tracks, by the way.
With
Wait,
yeah.
I think I don't know.
I need. Let's do Malaysia.
Wait, what?
Malaysia.
Malaysia? Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Then join in, you stupid.
I'm joining you.
What? I'm not even in the game. Well, okay. Wait, let me join in. Let me join in. Let me
Mm.
join in Malaysia. Malaysia.
Malaysia. Animation.
On my phone.
Ooh. I am joining you. I have a Ferrari to let you know.
Kennedy, come. Not much. Okay. Kennedy, come. Come, we can see.
I'm a Barbie girl and a Barbie
As you can see, the
world.
countdown under the Eclipse logo I made
Fantastic.
is the
You
countdown
can brush
till
my
the
You can
solar
touch my
annular
phone.
solar
Oh,
eclipse
carry on.
moon thing
Imagination.
starts when it's
Opposite
going to start.
creation. Okay, Georgie,
Yeah?
I'm joining now. A server from Malaysia.
So I'm already in the game, I can't lie. I'm already
I
in the
I
server.
I hope we got. I
The
hope we're in the
UAE.
same. I hope we're in the same server. No, we're not in the same server. Can you join me somehow?
Okay, I will join. I got reported to a random server.
You know, I got so I don't have any luck now. I love it. Mm.
This is one man.
Oh yeah, subscribe to Kevin Searan Productions, please.
And
Yeah,
Lovey.
yeah, boy.
And Lowy, of
I
course.
I haven't made any videos, but yeah.
Never made videos in like last year. You barely ain't made any videos. Lovey, your car's not even maxed out, G.
I
Mine's
know, I
not
know.
fully maxed out.
Oh my,
Who hasn't made any videos?
me.
In 100 years.
I don't know. Let me send the link to the live stream you're guys in.
Yep. Wait, George, did you left the game again?
No,
Oh no.
Okay, because you're
I
not on
don't
the
have
leaderboard.
anything. I'm on the medium because I don't want to go on the medium.
I got pub. Oh no, I got a corner car. I got purple middle sector.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, that's boy.
We ain't Tottenham. We ain't Tottenham.
We're Tottenham. We're Tottenham. We're Tottenham.
We
We're
are.
Tottenham. We're Tottenham. Haters.
Ooh.
Where are you? I'm literally at the comment in the first corner right now. Where are you, G?
I'm coming first corner.
I'm going to. Okay. I'm gonna.
I'm behind you. Oh shit, I nearly spawned. And
Same.
this bumps on this track are hilarious.
Don't know what they're talking
Alive.
about. They're talking about Formula One track and Ion.
I have to
Got pu-
practice it because I got a race weekend
I
next week.
got purple first sector.
I got a green first sector, G. Well, I'm literally on my outlet.
Oh shit! I nearly crashed.
Bro, I'm a god at Malaysia.
Yeah, same. Oh my. Yo, these
Purple
bombs.
middle sector.
Green move
I can't
sector.
do
Oh
anything.
no, I have crashed.
Bruh. You said you were literally the god of Malaysia.
No, no,
And
no,
you
no.
just crashed.
I said I'm not good at the two.
I said
Extremely.
I'm the god at Malaysia. Good.
Oh, I thought you said you know you not you need to learn the
I'm
track. But you know.
119. I mean, I did. Yeah, that's literally an outlap. I can't lie.
Yeah, I've crashed. I'm
Is
very
this even
bad
a
at.
VIP
Het
server?
smaakt naar komkommer.
I don't know. I'm very bad at Malaysia, to be
Oh
honest.
shit!
Het
I've
smaakt
just
naar
crashed.
komkommer.
I've just crashed.
De
I'm
druiven.
very bad at Malaysia.
I'm good at Malaysia, G. Wait, hold up. Leave it. I'm gonna go in another server. Hold up. Let's not use like this server. I knew another server.
Should we go other track?
I don't know. Yeah, Great Britain. But I'm gonna go on a free practice mode.
Okay.
Don't leave the game yet.
I already did, but okay.
It's fine. Just I'll tell you when to join me.
Yeah, I've already joined into Ion. I hope I'm in your server.
Okay. Can you just wait for me?
No.
No.
Nah, just kidding. I can.
Okay,
We
nice.
hate Tottenham. We're Tottenham. We're Tottenham. We're
Oh,
Tottenham.
okay. You
We're
go into
Tottenham.
Britain free practice.
Great Britain through practice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Can't lie, she'll get another car.
Okay. Great Britain. Is it Great Britain? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Great
not in my
Britain.
server though.
I didn't even join Great Britain yet.
Free practice.
Yeah, I'm through Brass. I'm joining now in.
Yes, you're in. The fuck?
There is another guy, I think.
It's an NPC.
Yeah, NPC. We're quicker than him.
I lie.
Do you have a good setup?
Hmm?
Do you have a good setup?
Yeah,
I don't. I don't have any setups, man.
bruh. Yeah, you're. Look at me. You're in the Merc and I'm in the Williams. No, I'm in the
Bro, you're
Ferrari.
in the Ferrari, bro. Are you stupid?
I am. Wait. Let me go to this guy in the garage as you allow. You gonna go drive out? Okay.
Yeah, I'm driving off.
Okay. Some other guy joined as well.
I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know what you're looking for. And if you're broken on
I
the
want to see how
zone.
quick you are at Great Britain.
The last corner is very tricky because
I like.
in the entry there is a stupid bump, and when you finish the corner, the curb on the outside is very dangerous.
We will be back in a short amount of time. people, my friends that are now going to see this eclipse is exactly what the animation is showing. So when the animation does show that the moon is starting to cover the sun, you may see something on the live feed. Just saying that. Thank you. as you can see, the moon is now very close to the sun, which means the moon is going to cover the sun soon. This is what it looks like from ground. Let's go back to the atmosphere. So we're about, let's say, a few minutes away from the start of the eclipse. We are very close to the surface, to the moon going to literally shove in the sun to the sun. This will happen at any moment now. So it's very close to the surface. Around 1 minute till the start of the eclipse, which will mean that we are still an hour or so away from the annular solar eclipse full. So we may wait a little bit, but my friends are now at the end point of where it should happen. It may or may not delay by a few minutes or hours. And why do I say hours? Because there could be a little delay with the time, that we don't have the correct time, or that we don't have something correct in the systems. But my friends are now at the beach, looking at the eclipse. Oh, I'm very sorry for that. But as you can see, there it is. So it's very close. It may not be correct, as you can see, it still has a long way to go, but the solar eclipse should start now. Solar eclipse from every part of the world ends in about 5 hours. Solar eclipse does take 5-6 hours to proceed, but we will not be live the entire time. There you go, that's very close. Just look at that close. That's unbelievably close. There it is. That's it. That looks amazing. And that is amazing. This is an animation feed, as you can see right now. And this is the live feed of the boys. As you can see now, there it is, very close now. It's about to hit. Let's look at it from the atmosphere. You can see it from the atmosphere. That it's happening now. There it goes. It's starting. There it is. We have confirmed it's on the tip of the iceberg and it's starting now. So what we're going to do now, sit back and relax as we watch the amazing solar eclipse happen in front of our very eyes. So we will be back soon. You may also see something happen on the live feed. Wow, that looks great from the voice cam, and the animation shows it as well. There is now almost a quarter of the sun gone. We are going to show different angles. We're going to show different angles from the place where the solar eclipse is happening. So you may see different angles from from around the world.
on target. Stable. ACS
Boom,
off.
squib.
Booms down. Roll rate nominal.
That's 120 seconds and counting.
Got 5 booms. The 315 I don't have a pot for.
BAB, please stop the F-19 and vehicle system chart at this time.
The first of our 3 rockets for today's mission is already launched. It launched at 10 here. That was the Eloise rocket. And for those of you who joined before the launch, you may have heard the PI say, "Go Eloise, go," and that was the namesake for the rocket, Eloise. Our next launch is scheduled for the peak of the eclipse here in White Sands, and that is 10:35 Mountain Time, 12:35 Eastern. And that will be another Black Brant 9 sounding rocket. This one will be named ACOM. These 3 rockets are being launched during the solar eclipse because as the sunlight vanishes and reappears over a small part of the landscape almost at once, the ionospheric temperatures and density drop and then rise again, which sends waves rippling through the ionosphere. Dr. Bajadia, the PI on this project, has said that you can think of the movement of ions and electrons in the ionosphere like a pond with ripples on it. But the rapid temperature and density drop, then rise during an eclipse, is like a motorboat suddenly speeding through the water. It creates a wake immediately underneath and behind it. Each rocket will deploy 4 small scientific instruments to measure changes in electric and magnetic fields, density, and temperature.
ACS realigning. Roll rate at 1.5 hertz.
300 seconds and counting.
ACS on target.
During the 2017 total solar eclipse, visible across much
Stable
of
and
North
off.
America, instruments many hundreds of miles outside the eclipse path detected atmospheric changes. So did critical infrastructure like GPS and communication satellites that we rely on every day. Understanding how the ionosphere changes during solar eclipses and other events is important as we become more dependent on space-based assets.
Plus 360 seconds and counting.
SRPO to PI.
Plus 420 seconds and counting.
This is PI. Who's calling for PI?
PI, this is SRPO. We were just looking for a science update. How are things looking?
The science update is that the rocket went way north of our science criteria. It was very good. We are looking at our signals, and they are just spectacularly beautiful. I mean, this is great science coming through. Very excited. All instruments are working, including all the ejected payloads.
Fantastic news. Everybody in the blockhouse is clapping.
Plus 480 seconds and counting.
As you just heard, the principal investigator on this project is very excited about the science they're receiving from the first launch of that first Black Brant 9 rocket. The next rocket will launch at 10:35 Mountain Time.
Hundred and 20 kilometers.
Plus 540 seconds and counting on a hot run, rocket number 36.386, APEP, Alpha Bravo on October 14th, 2023.
80. 70 kilometers. Re-entry.
MM Fire and Console.
Go ahead.
We are still switching at plus 600 seconds, correct?
LOS Dallas is 1 through 4.
Correct.
Plus 600 seconds. End of voice count, end of test. At this time, we would like to request that all stations drop track on 36.386 and switch over to rocket 36.387. VAB, please stop recording. Reset your station for 386. 387, copy? Copy. Tell us when you agree.
TM, this is ACS. TM, this is ACS.
Go for TM.
Were we able to switch over?
We've switched over, but 30-footer's not picking up anything.
Copy that, thanks.
Again, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for the APEP mission out of White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico. This mission will launch 3 identical sounding rockets to study how the sudden drop in sunlight affects our upper atmosphere. We've launched the first rocket, Eloise, and we will launch the second one at 10:35 Mountain Time, and then the third at 11:10 Mountain Time. The mission, known as Eclipse, is being led by Dr. Arul Bajadia, a professor of engineering and physics at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Firing console.
This mission is launching on 3 different Blackbird 9 sounding rockets. They're designed for high altitude research. And these rockets are expected to go up to 350 kilometers or 270 miles. These are 2-stage rockets, meaning they have 2 separate engines that fire in sequence to reach the higher altitudes. The first stage is powered by a Terrier motor, and the second is the Blackbird 9. Both motors are powered by solid fuel, which burns very quickly, meaning they are very fast rockets. While they do reach space, they do not stay there. The payloads are intended to be recovered and then will be relaunched from NASA's Wallops Flight Facility in April during the total eclipse.
PSL, MM.
Go ahead, MM.
Are you switched over to 387?
Stand by, let me check.
VAB is block out. Block out VAB, we're green for 387.
MM, VAB confirms they are switched over, ready to support 387.
Copy. ACS, you switched over?
ACS, go ahead.
Yeah, are you switched over to 387?
Yes, ACS is switched over to 387.
VS?
Stand by. VS is still switching to 387. VS to MM. VS is ready for 387.
Copy. Swarm PLC?
Swarm PLC is 387.
PLC?
PLC on 387.
S19?
S19 ready for 387.
Check 497.
FTS check 498.
MM check 500, all on station, ready for 387 hot count.
Although today we're launching out of White Sands, the skin of the rocket payload was built at the NASA's Wallops Flight Facility in Virginia. One of the challenges when designing a rocket payload is making sure it's properly protected during the launch. Rockets experience extreme heat, pressure, and vibrations during launch.
PSL.
So So payloads must be designed to withstand
There was
these
no issue with the
conditions.
30-footer. They dropped track when the range dropped track at 10 minutes. On the next one, we will go to 12. The range will stop at 10. Copy?
Copy.
Thank you.
The ionosphere, the area of the atmosphere that we're studying today, is of particular interest because this is the area where the UV component of sunlight can pry electrons away from atoms to form a sea of high-flying ions and electrons. The sun's constant energy keeps these mutually attract particles separated throughout the day, but as the sun dips below the horizon, many recombine into neutral atoms for the night, only to part ways again at sunrise. During a solar eclipse, the sunlight vanishes, much like it would in a sunset, but then reappears over a short period of time, again like it would in a sunrise. So in a flash, the ionospheric temperature and density drop, then rises again, which sends waves of energy rippling through the ionosphere. Since satellite communications and GPS go through the ionosphere before they reach the Earth, this area is of particular interest as we become more dependent on space-based assets.
All stations will be picking up the clock on the next even minute at minus 720 seconds for rocket number 36.387. Hot run.
VAB, please start logging, recording. Tell me when you're running. VAB recording.
PSL 506.
On my mark, time will be ready at minus 720 seconds. Mark, minus 720 seconds and counting.
VAB, please confirm bid channel locked. VAB is good lock on TM.
PSL 508, PSL 509.
VAB, signal strength deviation if there's been any changes.
PLC check 507.
Minus 660 seconds and counting.
Broadcast VAB. Go. Minus 11 dB plus or minus 2.4 megahertz. Good copy, VAB.
PSL
On my
check.
mark, time will be ready at minus 600 seconds.
PSL checks 516.
Mark, minus 600 seconds and counting.
PLC check 510 and 511.
PSL 517, good pass.
S19 check 515.
Swarm PLC check 514.
FTS check 518.
ACS check 513.
On my mark, time will be ready at minus 540 seconds. Mark, minus 540 seconds and counting.
Navy check 512.
On my mark, time will be ready at minus 480 seconds. Mark, minus 480 seconds and counting.
S19 check 519.
ACS check 520.
EXP, check 521.
Welcome everyone. Thank you again for joining us for the APEP mission from White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico. We've already launched our first of 3 identical sounding rockets that will study how the sudden drop in sunlight affects our upper atmosphere during an eclipse.
On my mark, I will be ready at minus 420 seconds.
The second rocket will be launched during the maximum eclipse coverage that we'll see here in White Sands.
420 seconds and counting.
And that will launch at 10:35 Mountain Time.
On my mark, I will be ready at minus 360 seconds.
S19, check 522.
Mark, minus 360 seconds and counting. This is a hot run on rocket number 36.387, APEP Alpha Bravo, on October the 14th, 2023.
S19, check 526, ready to move the launcher. Copy that, S19, check 528, gauge.
Today's mission is being led by Dr. Aro Bojadia of Embry-Riddle University. It also has experiments on board from Dartmouth College in New Hampshire.
Mark, minus 300 seconds and counting.
FTS check 523.
This is Walps from Met.
Go out, Wallops.
Want to confirm the final launcher settings for 387?
Ready to copy.
We are now 5 minutes away from the launch of the second rocket. That rocket is set to launch at 10:35 Mountain Time. This rocket's name is ACOM.
FTS, you get 523.
We're looking
Roger,
at
FTS check
QE
523.
We're looking at a QE of 87.1.
The rocket is named Son Bojadia.
That's what we got here.
Mark, minus 240 seconds and counting.
S19, check 529.
Met, did you copy that?
VAB, please set all paper records at minus 200.
Walps for Met.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you copy those settings, or is a lot of talk?
Yep, I copied those settings.
Can you read them back for us?
Elevation 87.1, azimuth 356.4.
Mark, minus 200 seconds, please set all paper records.
PSL 530.
On my mark, I will be ready at minus 180 seconds. Mark, minus 180 seconds and counting.
ACS check 532.
VAB, TMS internal at this time. Any change signal strength deviation? No change.
The range is green, the range is green.
PSL 533.
VS check 538, FTS check 539.
PSL 534.
VAB, go, no go. VAB,
PLC
go.
check 535
Uplink, go, no
and
go.
536.
Go.
8537.
On the mark, time will be ready at minus 120 seconds. Mark, minus 120 seconds and counting.
S19 check 540, 541.
EM check 542.
PLC check 543.
On my mark, time will be ready at minus 90 seconds. Mark, minus 90.
Navy, you go.
Navy, go.
PI,
Go, Eclipse, go!
experiment,
Go.
TM,
Go.
PLC,
Go.
Swarm TM,
Go.
S19,
Go.
ACS,
Check 544, go.
VS,
Go.
PSL,
Go.
wind waiting,
We're waiting, go on minute.
follow-ups,
Go.
check 545.
Minus 60.
VS check 547.
Swarm PLC check
Minus
546.
55.
Go.
MM check 548.
Minus 50. Minus 45. Minus 40. Minus 35. Minus 30. Minus 25. Minus 20.
S19 check 549.
17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11,
S19 check
10,
551.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rocket away. Plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6, plus 7, plus 8, plus 9, plus 10. Plus 1, 5.
Second stage motor pressure.
Plus 20. Plus 2, 5. Plus 30. Plus 3, 5. Plus 40. Plus 4, 5. Plus 50. Plus 5, 5. Plus 60 seconds on a hot run, rocket number 36.387, APEP, Alpha Bravo, on October 14th, 2023.
ACS
Door
stable.
SCM. Skirt.
Good luck on all 4 Dallases.
ACS spinning up, aligning. ACS on target, stable, off.
Boom SCM.
T plus 120.
Boom pots for all but 0.
VAB, please stop the S19L and vehicle system chart at this time.
Plus 240 seconds and counting.
ACS spinning up, realigning.
Plus 300 seconds and counting. This is a hot run on rocket number 36.387 APEP Alpha Bravo on October the 14th, 2023.
ACS on target, stabilized, and off.
Plus 360 seconds and counting. There's 420 seconds and counting on a hot run, rocket number 36.387 APEP Alpha
Again,
Bravo
welcome everyone.
on
Thank you for
October
joining us for
13th,
the
2023.
APEP mission from White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico. We've already launched 2 of the sounding rockets. We'll have our 3rd coming up at 11:10 Mountain Time. That's 1:10 Eastern. These sounding rockets are being launched into the ionosphere to study the sudden drop in sunlight and how that affects the upper atmosphere. We are experiencing the maximum cover of the sun today during the annular eclipse here at White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico. We're not in the direct path to have full coverage or the 90% coverage of the sun here. So instead of a ring of fire, we are seeing more of a C shape in the sky.
480 seconds and counting.
PI, this is SRPO.
This is the PI.
Can you give us a science brief?
This rocket looks just as pretty as the first one. It's spectacular data, and for those who are able to go out and take a sneak peek, it is also the peak of the eclipse here locally, so it's actually getting dark out there. It's both gorgeous outside, looking at the sun, and it's gorgeous coming inside and looking at the science data. It's just outstanding.
Fantastic news. Thanks for that update.
540 seconds and counting.
Today's mission is launching on 3 identical Blackbird 9 sounding rockets. They're designed for high-altitude research. These are expected to reach up to 350 kilometers or 270 miles.
LOS on all 4 Dallas units.
ACS venting. ACS.
600 seconds and counting.
TM, PSO, we're now on the 30-foot.
Copy that. I have good luck.
30 foot coming in at the blockhouse.
Today's mission doesn't conclude with just this launch. The team plans to recover and relaunch the rockets
ACS
from
check
NASA's Wallops
559.
Flight Facility in Virginia on April 8, 2024 during the total eclipse that will cross the U.S. from Texas to Maine. These upcoming launches offer an opportunity to measure the widespread effects of an eclipse and deepen our understanding of this remarkable event. In addition to the experiments that are going up on the rockets, a team of students from Embry-Riddle are deploying high-altitude balloons every 20 minutes to measure weather changes as the eclipse passes by. All these measurements will aid ionosphere modeling efforts led by scientists at the University of Colorado Boulder and Embry-Riddle.
Recording at this time and set your station for 36, 388,
End of voice count, end of test.
MM Foreign Console, would you like me to announce to switch over to 388?
Yes, we can start switching.
All stations at this time, please be advised that you need to stop tracking 36.386, switch over to 36.388. Repeat, drop track on 36.387, switch over to 36.388.
MM Foreign Console,
Go ahead.
range is ready to support.
Copy.
Blockhouse VAB, we're switched over for 388. Thank you, VAB.
This is PSL.
Go ahead.
Ground station is set for 36388.
Copy. ACS, MM.
ACS, go ahead.
You switched over yet?
ACS is switched to 36 at 388.
VS?
VS is ready for 388.
Swarm PLC?
Swarm PLC is
All stations are just past 20 minutes and counting.
PLC?
PLC is ready for 388.
S19?
S19 is ready for 388.
Check 554.
Maybe check 555.
MM, check 556, all on station, ready for 36388 hot count.
The third rocket, which is scheduled to launch at 11:10 Mountain Time. It's another Black Brant 9 rocket, and this one is named ARCA. The scientific instruments on today's rockets are measuring changes in electric and magnetic fields, density, and temperature in the ionosphere. Dr. Berjadia, the PI on this project, has said that you can think of the movement of ions and electrons in the ionosphere like a pond with some ripples on it. But the rapid temperature and density drop, then rise during an eclipse, is like a motorboat suddenly speeding through the water, creating a wake immediately underneath and behind it. However, in the ionosphere, it's happening in 3 dimensions. Changes in the ionosphere can impact critical infrastructure like GPS and communication satellites that we rely on every day. This communication goes through the ionosphere before it reaches Earth, and as we become more dependent on space-based assets, we need to understand and model all these changes in this layer of the atmosphere.
Having a great experience too. Wow. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this. Like, this is incredible. And so, Gina, I'm sure, I mean, You're in heliophysics, sun science. I'm sure some of your teams are studying today's eclipse. Like, Oh yeah, what? absolutely. So, I what mean, kind of science can only happen right now? You know? Right. We've heard about the sounding rockets that are experimenting. Oh, you that's know, right. We today, saw one. Yeah. Studying the upper atmosphere, and so we're really interested in knowing, like right now, in our location, as that radiation from the sun's being blocked, how does the upper atmosphere change? And so, in addition to that, I mean, we really want to understand how those sunspots, what's going on when they're covered versus when they are not covered. We can tell the difference in that radiation that's coming from the sun. And so there's so much science that we can do.
And this is just, folks, view is just so incredible. Before we fully pass through this transit, let's check in with James at our Eclipse desk. James, I know you are seeing this. What do you think?
It's truly a surreal moment. It feels like almost nighttime. It's been really breezy, chilly.
That was so
the shadows
awesome.
are all like little rings as well. It's just a beautiful sight. Kind of hard to put into words the exact feeling. I mean, we've been preparing for this for a while. We've been tracking this all morning with our Eclipse Explorer, but actually to see it in person and to take it in, it's a really incredible moment, and this only lasted about 4 minutes. You can see on our Eclipse Explorer, this is already passing off of Kerrville, heading further southeast to parts of the Texas coast on the Gulf. And the morning is far from over here. For a lot of folks in Central America and South America, their morning is just starting off here. The partial eclipse is affecting still a large part of the region. You can see this whole area that's highlighted here in the larger ellipse here. That's all being affected still by that partial eclipse. And you can see on our track that this is going to continue moving further southeast all the way into parts of South America before the morning's over. It's been just incredible tracking this. And actually, Kerrville, we're in the path of the total solar eclipse for next year. So if I turn on the path for next year, you can see X marks the spot here in Kerrville. We're going to be coming right back here to witness this incredible cosmic event once again, getting that incredible view. Just really, again, very hard to put into words just how amazing this is. Just a stunning experience, and it's been an honor to be here with you this morning, tracking this event as it's moved across. We started the morning in Eugene, Oregon. Now it has arrived and already passed us in Kerrville. I'll continue to track it for a little bit longer here, but for now, back to you, Tahira.
Thank you, James. And folks, this is just the beginning. Today's event kickstarts NASA's Heliophysics Big Year, which is a year where we're encouraging people to do as many sun-related activities as possible in the lead up to next year's total solar eclipse. Now, Joy and Michael in Albuquerque are going to share some of the ways you can play a part. Joy, what can we look forward to?
Now that the annular eclipse is here, the fun has just begun. So today is the official launch of NASA's Heliophysics Big Year. This is a year-long celebration of solar science, and it's modeled after the Big Year concept from citizen scientists in the bird watching community. So they're challenged to see as many birds as they can, but in the Heliophysics Big Year, we're challenging you to do as many sun science-related activities as possible. And so one way to participate is through NASA's citizen science projects. Here are a few sun-related ones you could join.
Did you know that you can participate in solar eclipse science with NASA? NASA's citizen science projects are collaborations between scientists and members of the public, no matter your citizenship. Several volunteer science projects are gearing up for the 2024 total solar eclipse that you can join. Total solar eclipses don't just look cool, they provide a rare chance to see the sun's faint outer atmosphere. Using telescopes and cameras that are safe for viewing the sun, volunteer scientists across North America will capture images of the total solar eclipse. Scientists will study these images in detail, tracking how plumes of solar material move through the sun's atmosphere. But be careful, without proper tools and techniques, you can damage your eyes and your camera. Did you know you can listen to an eclipse too? Amateur or ham radio operators will send radio messages to one another during the eclipse to see how changes in the upper atmosphere distort radio signals. As the moon blocks one portion of the sun, it can make other portions easier to see. Working with local scientists at an observatory in Southern California, participants will observe magnetic hotspots on the sun as the moon passes over them, revealing details they normally can't detect. Want to learn more? Follow Do NASA Science on X and Facebook to see how you can get involved in NASA citizen science.
So as you can see in the telescope view, the moon is now moving away from the sun, which is really, really amazing that we're still seeing this partial eclipse.
Absolutely, and I think I can see a sunspot in there too, and I think on one of the earlier shots, I could see a prominence. So we're seeing NASA's sun science happening in real time.
So we're getting some amazing questions online. Shall we ask some more?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Answer some more. Okay, so we have a question from Peter Chang on X, and they ask, can a filtered telescope see flares on the sun during totality?
Oh, that's a really good question. The answer is yes. It depends on what filter, though. So if you use just a white light filter, then you have to have an exceptionally large flare in order to be able to see it. If you use a filter like an H-alpha filter that specifically selects one color of red light, then you're going to be able to see flares a little bit more frequently, even even during totality, as the corona adjusts to that flare as it erupts.
Okay, so we have time for one more question. Yuri on X asks, if a solar system had more than one star, would they have more solar eclipses? Would they all look like the same eclipses that we have here on Earth?
Ooh, that is getting a little sci-fi, but that's okay. So if we had more than one sun, you'd have to have a moon to block both suns, or maybe two moons to block both suns. So you'd have to have a very complex geometry to get everything lined up perfectly so you could get solar eclipses with two suns and two moons, and it would get very complicated.
Thank you so much, Michael.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now we're joined with NASA's heliophysics lead, Denise Hill, who's going to tell us more about how you can participate in the heliophysics big year. Hi, Denise. How are you today?
Great. Did you see that? That was my first annular eclipse, and we got a prominence. I am so stoked. That was the dopest thing ever. Okay. Heliophysics big year. So, as you've heard before, the sun touches everything. And the Heliophysics Big Year is a celebration, a global celebration of sun and sun science and what we have going on. But it's also, I think I heard you say it, Michael, it's about the community and being communal and just the unity of hearing everybody cheer. The sun touches us all in so many different ways. And so the Heliophysics Big Year is going to help us kind of discover all the ways the sun touches us scientifically, but in other ways as well.
And why is it a big year for the sun?
So you saw what just happened, right? Well, that's nothing. Coming up in April 8th, we have the total solar eclipse, and then Parker Solar Probe's closest approach, which will end out the Heliophysics Big Year. But it's the mission that has literally touched the sun, and it's going to be making its closest approach. And then from there, every single month during the Heliophysics Big Year, and it's a big year because it's more than 12 months, but during that time, we have themes for on different ways people can explore the sun and how it touches them. So we have themes like fashion. We're going to be delving into physical and mental and emotional health. The sun touches us in so many ways besides. And then we have missions. In just a couple weeks, we have our AWE mission that is launching, and it's going to be the first space weather station on ISS. And we are so excited. You have no idea.
Wow, there's so many new NASA events and opportunities coming up. Is there any other science events that maybe people could get involved with themselves?
Yeah, for sure. So we've talked about citizen science a bunch, and that is one of the ways for sure for people to get involved and to do NASA science with real scientists. And then there's also, you are a scientist. Every single one of us is a scientist. And we're going to share ways that you can explore the sun, do your own little scientific investigations yourself. And so, the science is going to be front and center. There's also going to be some other things as well.
That's great. So what are you most excited about in this upcoming big year?
For me, it's the unity, right? The sun touches, it doesn't matter what race you are, what ethnicity, what culture, religion, whether you live in a rural community, urban community, it doesn't matter. The sun touches us all. And we like to call it our extraordinarily ordinary sun, because our sun is supposed to just be ordinary. But it is responsible and touches every living thing on Earth. And no other star that we know of has that level of responsibility. So that gives me hope that you can be ordinary and have an extraordinary impact.
That's amazing.
Well, I think our sun's pretty extraordinary by itself, so I don't know.
Thank you so much for joining us, Denise.
Thanks for having me.
So if you want to learn more about the heliophysics big year, you can visit go.nasa.gov/heliobigyear. Michael, are you excited for the heliophysics big year?
I am so excited because I get to be a rock star for an entire year, and then I go back to being a normal scientist again. No, it's going to be fantastic for science, for outreach, for everything. I am so excited for this.
Well, the heliophysics big year has so many opportunities for folks around the world to get involved with NASA science, especially during the 2024 total solar eclipse. And one group of citizen scientists will be using their sensors to make observations. They'll gather sound recordings and help with data analysis to understand how wildlife will be impacted by solar eclipses. And you can help them too, no matter your citizenship. So now let's learn more.
During a total solar eclipse, it is almost like day becomes night very quickly.
So knowing that there's going to be a change in that light and life-giving energy means that we can predict when animals are going to have a rapid shift in their behavior,
which results in changes in the acoustic environment or the soundscape.
So the Eclipse Soundscapes project is a project to determine how eclipses affect life here on Earth.
And there's a lot more to observation than just what you see. It's also important to think about what you hear.
We're measuring how the rapid onset of darkness during an eclipse
ecosystems covered by the path of totality. We might think of some ecosystems having a greater influence of human activities on the soundscape, whereas in other ecosystems, say a remote part of a national park, we might have a lower influence of human activities and greater influence from the sounds of life and Earth.